Greetings and salutations, everybody. I'm Simone Malone, your radio feel good man, a trusted and respected voice live out of Studio 236. Happy weekend, everybody. Well, today I have an exclusive spotlight. What a blessing it is to be able to talk with a positive brother that's an activist. He's an advocate. He is doing some amazing work. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome my dear friend, my supporter, my follower, my dear brother who is making a difference, like I said, in his work and just being a voice for many. I want to welcome Mr. Michael Rivers to Studio 236 of FMHDMS.
Yeah.
How are you?
Well, that was an amazing introduction. I
First of all,
honored.
it's my pleasure to have you. First of all, let me say thank you for following me. Thank you for
Yes.
finding out who I was on LinkedIn.
Yes.
We are on LinkedIn, and for you guys that are not on LinkedIn, you need to join that site because you can meet wonderful professional people from all over the world.
Yes.
And you met me through LinkedIn,
Yes,
and here you
definitely.
are a couple of weeks later
That's it.
after seeing what I do
Mm.
here in Studio 236. Social media works, folks,
Yes,
for
it
promoting
does.
and pushing what you're doing.
Right. Right.
So my question to you, we were talking before we decided to go on the video.
Mhm.
Who in the world is Michael Rivers?
Wow. And that question should be a billboard question. Who is Mike Rivers, and what did he promise to you?
Yes.
I've I've learned a great deal over process of time. I developed great personal and relationship skills, and I developed an opportunity and an appetite
Sure.
to learn to listen more, and then to find a way to add value to whoever I'm interacting with.
Wow.
One thing that I learned, it's really not all about me, but it's about how I can help you. So in the process of helping you, obviously I'm benefited, and I'm
Absolutely.
blessed. And that's the core essence of who I am. And what I'm going through now, the transition, the phase, and certain ambitions that I'm attempting to accomplish, I know I can't do it alone. So that's why I have an outlook on life, and I have a vision, right? And this vision is similar to the concept in the Bible, where there was a story where Jesus went to a certain town, and there were sick people there, right? Said he healed 10 people,
Mm-hmm.
but only one came back and said, Mr. Malone, thank you for that interview, because that interview brought me my sponsor. That interview opened up many pathways that I didn't think were even an option. Some people receive, some people are benefited, but don't ever remember where they actually got their help from.
Wow.
And my main purpose in life is to find out how I can bring value to the person that was used to open up doors for so many others.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surrounded by a unique and diverse group of individuals, and they're all doing their own thing in life, right? But one of the greatest things that I have and most rewarding is when I understand who certain people were that were responsible for other people getting the success that they experienced in life.
Yeah.
Just seeing that type of credibility and credential added to that person, money can't buy that. It's a rewarding feeling, because what you hear back in return,
Mm-hmm.
it's a benefit and it's a blessing both ways. And I've learned again the value of doing that. So my ministry and my message basically is just teaching people how to say thank you in different ways.
Yeah.
Some people don't understand how important that even is.
Yeah. So what have you done professionally that opened up that vision for you? Because you did something. This guy did something fantastic in 2011
Right,
that went down in history
right,
in Atlantic City.
right.
What do you do professionally so our listeners and viewers can understand that open up the vision
Mhm.
coupled with the passion?
Mhm. One of the greatest things that I was known for, I learned the art of selling autos. I secured a dealer's license, right? The gifts that I would give just for a referral. Some people didn't understand why I did what I did, but just by me giving, it opened up other doors and allowed me to meet other people. And I became partners with individuals that had um, a lot of prominence in life, a lot of things that they did simply because I offered something that they didn't think that was actually possible. So outside of that, it led me to meeting a colleague of mine. Um, I don't even think I should name drop. I'm not gonna name drop, but I introduced this person had introduced
Sure.
himself to me. I met him through LinkedIn.
Okay.
Same way.
Gotcha.
And he had a special flag dedication ceremony, right, in the Constitution Center. Powerful thing what he did, how he controlled the traffic. I was impressed with that. He heard me speak, and when he heard me speak, he said, "You know, you've been waiting for you all your life." I wondered what he said,
Wow.
what he meant by
That's
that,
powerful.
because I was so used to saying, "My pastor this," or "This person is this person." I was always giving attention to
Sure.
our people. So he said, "Do you realize the gift that you have in you?" He said, "You're like a tree that can give so many other people shade. You don't have to stand in somebody else's shade." And when he said that, it gave me the opportunity to go out and liberate myself and start my own, so I can be a blessing to a great deal of people. In the process of that time, he introduced me to a friend of his that was sitting on a vision that he had for like 10 years. And he said, "You seem like a good person that can help open that door."
Sure.
So when he introduced me to his friend, because he don't share his contacts with anyone.
And
I
you
mean,
should. People need to learn that you can't share all your contacts with anyone.
Where were you?
They're going to take your vision.
What?
Huh?
And kill you in the process.
And forget about you and say thank you.
Exactly.
They might just send you a card just to say thank you.
Yes,
But go ahead.
Yes. When he introduced me to the brother that had this vision, I understood why he didn't share him with so many, because he was real timid. He talked really quiet.
Yeah.
You know, so when I heard him speak, and that's where I'm really thankful for the testimony you shared about how you help people with their self-esteem, dictation, enunciation. This person would have been a perfect candidate for you.
Wow.
Right? So I met him, and instead of me teaching him them attributes, I basically said, "Let me be your mouthpiece, and I'll make your deal happen." So the person that introduced me to him, I said, "Set up the meeting." We set up a meeting with a public servant in Atlantic City. Went there. We didn't have a proposal. We didn't have anything written down. We didn't have none of that. We just had our person and then images of what we wanted to do in his city. After our presentation was done, he gave us access to have his city to do something that never ever happened before. We were the founders that brought the first ever multicultural festival parade, Labor Day style, in his city.
And this was back in 2011.
2011.
What was the exact date? Because people need to know that because somebody watching might have been there.
Right. September 9th, 10th, and 11th. It was supposed to be over a 3-day weekend. It actually happened on September 10th.
Wow.
The festival was on that Saturday. And what grew from that, great deal of respect, great deal of notoriety, great deal of accolades, and also opened up the door for another opportunity to represent what we started back then.
Right. Now, Michael, can you tell, and look in that camera, and you tell the people that are watching and hearing us how this was a success and how many people attended? Because I saw the photos.
Right.
And
Right.
this was like something that
Right.
happened back in Philadelphia when the Pope comes and when, the President of the United States comes. You have thousands of people lined up.
Right.
But God had his hands on this.
Yes, he did.
And he
Yes,
sealed it.
Yes, he did.
And looking at the pictures on the other computer here,
Yeah.
it was a success.
It was amazing.
I know you were blown away.
I was blown away. It was, some people, they didn't think we can do it because the first thing, it was only 8 weeks to prepare for it. So most people, they spend years putting something like this together,
Wow.
saving crazy amounts of income, dollars, people putting their own checks and everything, putting their houses on the line, mortgage. We did this from the pennies in our pocket. We didn't have one celebrity, one named artist, not one that was added to that bill to get the traffic that we got. When the press release was ready and we made the actual announcement, there was over 15 million hits in a 15-second period of one day. That news went viral. We actually moved the needle in Atlantic City. There's a person right now today that works in City Hall that will verify that. We actually impacted that fiscal year in 2011 because of the foot traffic that we brought there.
It's quite evident. Within 8 weeks of planning, folks, over 1 million people in the city.
Yes, yes. Fast forward from that time, my direct team, we never had anything else to do with the event immediately following because there's others that's taking a place of what we created. And my goal is to make sure I bring attention back and say thank you to the person that actually opened that door.
Yeah.
Keith Hodge, he's a brilliant brother, humble brother, and one of the most sincerest brothers that I've ever met because he introduced another culture and another way of life to me that I never even heard of before.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with the culture, fell in love with the custom, and I've been just the big advocate ever since.
Right.
You know, so
now let's please make it clear because we're going to switch gears and talk about the vision that you have now because that was in 2011.
Right.
A few years have passed by.
Right.
So now God has given him a new revelation.
Right.
And we want it to come to pass and we want you guys to support it and help. Let them know because we were talking about this off the radio, off the television production, that you did not profit
correct
personally from this.
Correct.
Because people think when you do these events, I'm going to make a certain amount of money, and then I look on social media and I see you all the way over in France,
right,
or in the Caribbean somewhere,
right,
from the money that you made.
Right, right.
You did this from your heart
From my
that
heart.
opened, it planted a seed for things that you want to do now.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's so right. Right on the money. If the structure is right, everyone is supposed to benefit.
Absolutely.
Everyone. But being that we didn't have the time that we needed, and we didn't have the actual feasibility and the means to make it happen, we relied on creative ways to make an impact in the community. Once we did that, the press conference actually opened up the door, and the news of that went viral. So there, it was a door open for us to make history and do something that never been done before. So the out of box thinking, that's the fruition of it, right? So fast forward, my desire for Philadelphia and Atlantic City to be combined in this venture.
Wow.
Right? No one is doing anything like that. So my desire is to recreate, but add value to it, where participants, contributors, sponsors, they now benefit. Instead of this being about the few that sit back and take the credit for, every single person should benefit.
Yeah.
But my goal was always to keep my eye on the kids, the future. So our desire initially was to help the Boys and Girls Club because they was going into distinction.
Absolutely.
They needed money.
Sure.
Right? So this whole goal was set around them and making sure that at least 1 year they had their entire budget taken care of.
Absolutely wonderful.
Outside of that right now, we don't know what's going on. Not my concern, but right now, the vision is for the children, but also the adults.
Right.
Right? Little secret that I learned along the way. Not only did I learn how to get assets, high-end vehicles for like next to nothing, I learned about restoring credit, restoring your name, making your name great.
That's what it should be.
It's supposed to be. So when you see the word Christian, right, follower of Christ, emulate what he was when he walked. He had perfect credit. He asked his Father on behalf of others that did it. Whatever he asked, they got. The church have to do that today.
Yes.
People come in one way. It's not all spiritual. Some people need natural help.
Yes.
Say
that again and look in that camera, because we got ministers and pastors out there that watch me. And they need to hear that.
People that come in one way need a little bit more than spiritual help. They need natural help.
Mm-hmm.
Because the natural means that they have has a direct relationship to the spiritual thought process.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And if you help and put together a way to balance them out, you have a society of upright people. You have a society that's armed and able and willing to not only help that church and that ministry grow further,
Hmm.
but now you can impact the whole community and region around.
Yeah. Good point.
One thing I don't like is the stigma that's attached to some people and coveting other people and what they have.
Right.
Worry about what you can do
Right.
and how you can help increase yourself. So
Right.
some pastors, came across their path, open up opportunities for them. They got their credit fixed. I was introduced to politicians. They got their
Wonderful.
credit fixed. But guess what my desire was? Help the people.
That's right.
For I can't tell you how long I've been trying to put together a workshop or a symposium, basically a workshop, free to the people. Sponsor the event so people can get their credit fixed for free. There's information out there that people can have to enhance themselves so that they don't have to struggle.
Yeah.
Right. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but instead of me allowing these services to be done, others would take the information, benefit, and then leave everything else beside.
Right.
So an event of this magnitude, we put it together. That's one of the pluses. That's one of the bonuses.
Right.
You get free credit. There's car dealerships right now that's interested in donating vehicles to what we're about.
I want to be a part of it because I want a new vehicle. No, I'm just messing. Real quick, because she's going to be back live on the radio with me. This is part one that we're doing. If people are saying, listen, Michael Rivers, I want to be a floodgate to you. I want to be a blessing to you. I want to find out more about this because you will be back on the radio to talk about this.
Yes.
How can people support? We're going to make sure that information comes across the screen. How can they support? How can they contact you? Because you want to bring something like what you did in Atlantic City
Yes.
to Philadelphia or
Yes.
combine the both.
And combine.
It's about cultural diversity
Exactly.
and bringing everybody together under one umbrella.
Exactly.
There's no more unity days here, but we can have unity.
Right. Exactly.
Am I right about it? Somebody can say amen on that. How can they reach you? Go ahead and give that information. Look right in that camera and speak to their heart.
Direct line, area code 609-433-8921. 609-433-8921. If I'm not available through that, 267-712-9483.
Is there a website or email you want to give?
The
Okay.
website is being reconstructed.
Okay, no problem.
But definitely Facebook, Michael Rivers. You see a bald-headed guy. I don't
Yeah.
have a beard on. But, in the backdrop, you
That's
see
his
my
twin.
son.
No, I'm just kidding. Actually, you'll see the picture of his son that's going to come up after the video.
Right.
So you'll see that.
Yeah, but definitely send me a message, Facebook me. Always Cash App, seed, $ seed of is how they can reach me
Okay.
on Cash App, and Home of the One and Done. HOMEOFTHE, the number one and done at gmail.com.
Okay.
So 2 different ways that it can support.
Michael, this event that you did in 2011 was a success. The things that you're doing, the connections that you have with people, and now that you have connected with the radio Feel Good Man, I'm excited about what God has for the both of us because
Right.
this is a platform here at Digital Radio One that you can always use. My doors are always welcome.
Awesome.
In
Appreciate
fact, the
you.
studio door was open when he came right in.
Right in.
You're always welcome here to share what you wanted. We need to make something happen like this again.
Amen.
So we can broadcast live there, interview people along with other media
Yes.
that is there. What do you want to say in conclusion for this part one? Because you will be back to talk on the radio and do some more with us. What do you want to say to the people to encourage them and inspire them about supporting your vision? Because this, as I look at these photographs, and I'm saying you had something to do with this, that was certainly something to talk about.
It was. In conclusion, the greatest desire that I have is to see your vision prosper. The vision that you have with the children, the program
teaching,
that
yeah.
you're the
Broadcasting,
teaching.
yeah.
So that's the segue into what the current project is now. I'm like an advocate for the children of Strawberry Mansion.
Yeah.
They're in a very, very exclusive part of the city, and they're going through a type of genocide. It's like not gentrification,
Sure.
where their property is being taken from them and their programs are being diminished. So we have an opportunity on the table where the Feel Good Man can actually go and teach,
That's right.
add value to that school, to that community, to that culture, and actually have them in a position where they can be meaningful and make a positive impact to the community.
Yeah.
So the things that are forthcoming and information that you're going to hear, especially through public service announcement, large-scale gatherings, we definitely want you to support
Sure.
this radio broadcast. Everything that Simone Malone is doing,
Thank
please, because your support is going to go a
Thank
long
you so
way.
much.
You know, so internationally speaking, we have friends across the seas. As
That's right. Let's say hello to her.
Martha Samasoni.
Thank you so much for
And Paul
sponsoring him
Steele.
today. We love you, sis. We
Amen.
appreciate you.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things that are in the pipeline, and we're looking. I don't see color, I don't see race, I don't see jurisdiction. I see human beings.
That's it.
So my desire is to help a brother be a brother, a sister to be a sister.
Yeah.
So that's the message.
Yeah.
Right.
Making positive connections.
Yes, sir.
Valuing your connections. Before we close, he's got something he showed me on my desk here in the studio, which was amazing. Now I speak the word, I teach it as you follow me,
Right,
my inspiration.
Right.
But man, this here
Right.
is, you got to show them this.
Right.
Real quick, just tell them about this. Can I hold that up?
Yeah,
Let us get a
sure,
good shot.
definitely.
This is the Bible, Old Testament, from when? This Bible?
1905.
1905. That the word still is the same.
1905.
It may not look the same, but the word of the Lord
Right.
remains the same.
Remains
Huh?
the same.
But this is from 19.
05.
You got a good shot at that? Look at this.
1905.
He kept this. Somebody gave you, and you kept this thing.
Kept this in this original form.
Oh, God, thank you for the word. Thank you for the word.
Paper.
Thank you for the word.
Amen. And this one is from 1911.
Wow. This is very historic.
Exactly. And this is the other part, the second part of my ministry. It's basically one of acknowledging jurisdiction
Okay.
and individuals that are caught up in it. Jurisdiction is important.
Right.
And understanding, especially what we're going through with the police and the arrest, mass
Oh,
incarceration.
yeah, absolutely.
That's a very personal topic
Yeah.
to me. Very, very, very near and dear. But
Wonderful
there's
material.
a great opportunity
Yes.
for that to be done. But these are symbolic, and we're going to share more about
Yeah.
why these are in my possession and
Yeah.
what the purpose of them is.
Remember, you can have different books of the Bible, but the word is the same.
Right.
And you definitely need to have it in your heart. What's your final word you want to say? You enjoyed being here,
Oh,
and
my God.
tell people what you think about your experience of meeting me. And
Yeah.
I told you I'm the same guy on the radio as well as on.
Very, very much, very much. For those that have desires to promote yourself, your brand, your business, your talent, your vision, I can't stress the importance of reaching out to Brother Simone Malone, because he's doing a great work.
Thank
He's
you so
doing a great
much.
work for the people. And when you have individuals like that, show the support, show the love, show the respect. Don't think everything is for free, you know,
That's right.
looking for a come up. He's using his time. This is work. A workman is worthy of his hire.
Thank you so much.
Make sure you honor the voice that's getting your message out,
Thank you so much.
because what you hear can actually save your life forever.
Yeah.
So I'm into preserving and I'm into promoting. And that's why, as many people as I know, I'm going to channel them your way.
Thank you
Put
so
that
much.
app on your phone, download it, share it with a friend. I'm telling you, it's rewarding all the
Thank
way
you so
around.
much.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice, he just touched my heart, of Michael Rivers. Please support him. The telephone number will come across the screen. Remember to give yourself every day what you need to feel whole and good each day. Make positive connections with people. Connect with the people that can push you to be greater. Don't be selfish in your interactions. Remember that God places people in your life to push you to be greater. And be careful of your circle of concern and circle of influence. So I thank you personally. I thank you for your sponsor, for you just following what I do. And again, reaching out to Brother Simone Malone
Yes.
and saying, I want to be here to talk with you about what you're doing. And he's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back to be on the radio. You don't want to miss that when he comes back. And also, we'll be doing some other things together. So have an amazing day. Look out for Michael Rivers, some things that he's going to be doing. We want you to support him. And we're going to be a very, very special part of that. You better look out off of 95 and 76. You're going to see something real great real soon. We speaking it in existence. That good things are going to happen for you. Have a great day. Let's wave out. Bye-bye.